Chapter 4, The Escape. Okay. This is actually not too difficult. You don't really need to take many notes. You probably won't actually have to take any at all. Let's start off with the first things first. This neck curtain here, it closes and opens. Keep doing it until you hear that ping. When you do, have a look down behind the back leg of the piano and you pick up a ring from there, just in there. Next thing, zoom in on that chair and you should be able to see that part of the upholstery right there is ripped. If you were to continue to hit it, it starts to open up a little bit more. And you see it's really open now, that rip. Hit it one more time. And you get this piece of paper. He says let's see through it, but you don't need to worry about that. Go over to the piano and have a look. Now I'm going to put the piece of paper on the left. It's been ripped out. And the ring on this spine here, and it's going to make a shadow from that hole, that light, of a heart, and the point of the heart is going to point to one of these coloured lines, and that's going to be the key for the upcoming code. Okay guys, it can be quite tricky to see exactly what colour that shadow is pointing at because it kind of does cover it up. So I've got this screenshot here of the colour sequence before you add the ring to it, so that you can line it up and see which one your ring is directly above, and that way it'll make it easier for you to actually see which colour you're looking for on the wheel. Hopefully that should help you out a bit. I was pointing at kind of the dark blue for me. From there, find that colour that it's pointing at on here. It will appear 3 times. Once on this little inner ring, once on the middle ring, and once on the outer ring. That gives you the code for each one of those. And these symbols will match up in a second. So if that's blue, that means my inner ring is circle line, which is 6. My middle ring is 2, right there. And my outer ring is 5. So that's 6, 2, 5. I'm going to take that code and apply it to this yellow pillar next to the fire. So 6, 2, 5. I'm going to put the numbers, the same symbols, so you can write them down by all means. The same symbols in line with the up of where that snake is facing. Yeah, I've done it correctly. So it was blue. I can never tell until that point. And it reveals a socket. So at that point I'm going to add the yellow snake statue. Why not? Okay. We won't get the same with the green. So have a look down here at this carpet. You can zoom in on this corner and pull back the corner and you see this little crack in the floor. If you take your axe to it, it opens up this and it shows you this green, same kind of wheel, 2, 4, 8. So if we apply that to this green pillar, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8. Well, here we are guys, there's a cheat sheet to guide you through what numbers relate to what symbols on the wheels. If you can read Roman numerals you shouldn't have too many problems with this. But there you go, you've got the dashes, singulars, 5 is a circle, 4 is obviously 5 minus 1, and for the purposes of the game the minus symbol is inside the circle. So there you go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can see you entered the code correctly there as well. And the socket revealed. Now obviously if the yellow snake statue went on the yellow pillar, then the green snake statue should go on the green pillar. Where is the green snake statue? Glad you asked, it's in here. Here's a code tumbler. What's left is unnecessary. It's kind of a clue. In order to find that code, we'll start off with going over to this wall right here. And these 3 pictures which are in red. Now if you have a look at it, each one of the images, the actual base of the outline is kind of symmetrical. It's like there's a mirror running down the middle, and so you can match the left to the right. If you were to get rid of the left, because that's unnecessary according to our clue, you can draw a number on the right hand side of the image. So with this one here, you could draw a 3 on that. And with this one here, if I do this, there's a 2. And this one over here would be a 9. So I'm going to say that our red code is 329. So I'll go over. Yeah, we know you can't open it. 1, 2, 3, 2, down to 9. But how do we get the blue ones? Well, again, we got that blue piece of paper from underneath the chair earlier, didn't we? There's nothing written on it, but if we apply the matches, it heats up and it's kind of lemon juice. And again, the same rule applies here. What's left is unnecessary. So with this one here, we could consider that maybe a 4. Look like a 4. You got the cross down. That's clearly a 6. That one is obviously an 8. The last one. This middle one, some people do find a bit tricky, but I think you'll agree that there's a 5 in that there. So we've got 4, 6, 5, and 8. Apparently we were right. We unlock the lock, which means we get this open, so we can grab the green statue. You can ignore the mouse cookie, it's for an alternate ending. But there is this inscription on the wall, which is the 2 snake statues facing each other, with a flame in the middle and a square above it. Put him on there. Brilliant stuff. So, the snake statues facing each other inside of a fire. Wow, look at that. Wouldn't you just know it? To get the snake statues facing each other, you have to tap the pillars. Don't tap the snake statue, that will just collect it back. Tap the pillar, he moves. Keep going until he's facing the other pillar, which is there. Same with this guy. Okay. Now, the diagram did not have that owl there, so we need to do something about him. What's a good, fun way of getting rid of pesky animals? Throw ball bearings at them. Yeah, he moves. Now, I'll tell you what, actually, before he comes back, let's put down this ancient tablet with what appears to be owl footprints on it. Let's put that there above the fire where it can heat up. That pesky owl is still hanging around. I love that sound. Not that an actual ball bearing on an actual owl would make that sound, but in this game I do like that sound. It's like a snooker. So he ends up above the fire, which heats up. He doesn't like it. So he flows up to this perch, which is actually a lever, which makes this gap. And thankfully we have something that fits in there. It's our wooden game from earlier on. Take that, add it into the wall. So it closes and rotates. And then opens again and becomes slightly different. What they're saying. Oh, didn't mean to go around the room. If you add the metal ball to it, it comes a game again. Now what this is telling me to do is to rotate my device. It says with the home button at the bottom, but that's for an iPhone. I've got an iPod Touch, so I need my home button at the top in order for this to work. And then it's just the it's like an elevator shaft, spikes at the top, spikes at the bottom, and you have to tilt your device in order to make the ball bearing move either to the left or to the right, in order to go over the ledges to make its way down. You don't want to go too quick, of course, because otherwise you'll hit the spikes, and when you do, it takes you back a bit and resets you. So you lose ground for failure. Don't go in the holes. trying to do this and keep it in view of the iPad camera at the same time, so I'm actually playing it through the iPad camera. It's not as easy. tiny delay is throwing me off. Go on. Again, this might take a little while, so I might see in a second. And here we are, into that hole with the key in it, which actually gives us the key, which that key can be used on that door, which opens, And there we are. Sorry about the smooching, but there we go. You have escaped from Antrim Escape 2. Thanks very much.